Good evening, Lonnie the theater lady.
To talk about a show that I saw the other night called MIDSUMMER.
Oh, lovely.
And the full title is MIDSUMMER, parentheses, a play with songs.
Yet not a musical.
Exactly. That's exactly why they
Okay.
did that, because it is not a musical, but it is a play with songs, some of which were really lovely and poignant and kind of folksy, kind of rocky. I really enjoyed the intervals of the songs because...
Just enough.
Just enough, right. And it was written by a Scottish playwright in collaboration with an indie rocker. The playwright is David Gregg, and the indie rocker is Gordon McIntyre. He's with an indie group called Ball Boy. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not.
I haven't either, but I'm not an indie rocker, so...
What on earth was this about?
Well, the story was, I would say, a kind of raunchy adult romantic comedy.
Oh.
There are only 2 actors in it.
Which is bare minimum for a raunchy adult anything, I think.
That's right. You need the 2. Well, I hope. We won't go there. The characters were Bob, who is played by... It's directed by Tracy Brayton, and I knew Bob's name. Darn it. Oh, Randy Red is Bob.
Okay,
He
plays Bob. Okay.
And Helena is played by Corey Van Dryst.
Okay. Or Carrie.
Carrie Van Dryst, yes,
Okay.
indeed. Thank you. So this story tells about the 2 of them meeting in a wine bar one night, and it just happened to be Midsummer's Night Eve, hence the name. And it leads to a wild, wacky, lost weekend. Think the movie The Hangover. That's how crazy and zany it gets. And it's done in a really unique narrative style, and which really I found charming and delightful. My friend that came with me said, the narrative didn't work for her. I thought it was wonderful.
How was it told?
Each of the actors would start to tell the story, and while they were telling it, the other actor would create some of the minor characters that were being talked about and reenact what was being said by the other. And sometimes they interacted with each other, sometimes they told the story and became other characters.
That's a little different.
Yeah, it was different, and it was funny. It was very funny. And when Carrie Van Dryst, one of her most, I thought, outstanding characters that she played that made me laugh, really funny and formidable type character was, I love this name, Big Tiny Tam Callahan. But he can't be confused with Tiny Tam Callahan, which was another character.
I think we went to high school with these people.
I think so. It just gives you an idea, though, of the humor that ran throughout this. It was real gritty humor, and the 2 actors were totally in sync through this whole thing, and they portrayed their characters so vividly and gave them humanity, even though they weren't always likable characters. You ended up liking them anyway.
Well, that's honest. That's honest performance. That's honest character writing, I think.
Yeah.
Not everyone's likable all the time. My God. Except for Miss Melly from Gone with the Wind. That's my only exception.
She was such
I
a
always say
sweetheart.
I strive to be more like her, but I can't because people are jerks. Anyway, please continue.
Okay. And they had great chemistry. The 2 actors had great chemistry throughout the show, and they're very vivid performances. I can't praise them enough.
Wonderful. Well, great.
The pace of this was amazingly fast.
That's good.
At times they were jogging and running on stage. That's how fast it was, which leads me to compliment not only their acting skills, but their extreme high level of wonderful physical fitness.
Gotta have it.
They were truly physically fit. So I just think that this production is the kind of production that just leaves you laughing long, long, long after it's over.
Keeping up with the Joneses, not to mention the Rock. That's a cute, yeah. Oh look, there's a big picture of wine. We like that. That's a full glass.
That is. Well, you know, it depends on your outlook on life. Is glass half full or half empty? That's
Either way, I'll
full.
take a refill. That burns.